Right, so in the final year of school, did you know what you wanted to do when you left?
So in the final year of school, I kind of knew what I wanted to do in terms of I wanted to work as a technician in cars. I didn't really have 100% understanding of like where I needed to go and do it, but I knew I didn't want to do college because I wanted to do more practical work and I actually wanted to like get experience from a job. So that's like it.
What happened after you left school? What were you doing and what you doing right now?
So when I left school, I was applying. Straight after I got my GCSEs, I started applying for jobs in all dealerships around me. It took me around 3 months to finally get a few interviews, but I just kept applying and just sticking through it, and I just knew eventually I would get one.
So it took you months to get what you're doing now. Did it worry you at all that you were not going to find what you wanted to do and it was going to be a struggle?
So it took me 3 months to get the job. In the end, in the last month, I was I was getting a bit down. I was thinking like maybe I should start changing what I actually wanted to do, but I kind of had people tell me as well to kind of leave it and go to something else. But this is what I felt like I was more interested in, so I didn't really want to force myself in anything else. So I just stick through it.
How committed and dedicated were you to be where you are now? How much commitment does it take?
So I feel like right from the start, it's leaving school. It's a big thing. You have to have a lot of commitment and dedication because you have to kind of get used to working with all the people who've got a lot of experience, and it's a lot different. And you have to kind of make sure you put enough effort in to learn and kind of, become like an asset to the company.
Were you pressured by friends and family to go to college because you were not studying after school? Like, were they telling you to go to college and screw off what you're trying to do?
So most people around me, most of them, my friends and family, were telling me to go to college because they've seen other people go that route. And apprenticeship is not really new, but it's not really old either. It's not really a full kind of thing that people kind of just say that it's better than college and for some people. But I kind of knew that I didn't really like the education route, and I thought that experience is more important than actual qualification. But then I chose this one because you get a qualification only through this way and plus experience as well.
Was it a relief when you found this apprenticeship, and because you proved a lot of people wrong, didn't you? That you can get this apprenticeship if you committed.
Yeah. So this is actually my first interview I got, and I put full 100% effort in because I knew that I just got to make my manager, which is the one that interviewed me, to show that how like committed I am. So I kind of knew that I just had the mindset of that I will get the job no matter what, and I will just prove to everyone that I'll do it. And once I did, everyone kind of just realised that hard work and commitment just takes you there, really.
So, what's your name, and tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm Mitch. I'm a student at Stockton Riverside College. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Redcar.
So, Mitch, how were you feeling when you were about to leave school?
I was feeling quite anxious actually, even though I had plans sorted for quite a while. I'd actually applied and got a place in college all the way back in October 2017. By the time June 2018 came around, it was quite a nerve-wracking experience for me. I didn't know what I was doing. Sort of, even though I had these plans, it was all over the place because obviously when you move to something brand new, it's very stressful, and obviously it can be quite a new experience, and that's what it was.
How did you stay away from all that pressure? What did you say to them people that were saying that you cannot do it? Did you say anything to them, or did you just ignore them?
So basically I just said that I feel like everyone has their own ways through life, and they've kind of done their own way, but I feel like this is the way I've been I feel like it's not a quick decision. I've been thinking over the years, and I thought this was like my way of doing it. I just knew I didn't like the education route, and I just thought this is a better really way to get into what I want to do. So I just said to him, I'll show him, I'll prove him, that I'll do it no matter what.
So, in the final moments of school, what did you want to do when you left school? And is that what you're doing now? What you want to do?
I'm currently studying film and TV at Stockton Road Psychology. It's always what I've wanted to do for quite a while, since about maybe all the way back in year 8 and stuff. I started to pick up an interest in film and obviously analysing them, and from there it developed into the behind the scenes productions. Obviously nowadays I'm a lot more focused on cinematography, so obviously when I say that I have had interest in the film industry even when leaving school, that does not apply that I had interest in a certain section of it today, which is where I differ in opinion.
How much are you enjoying this apprenticeship, and what are the benefits of it?
So I've been doing it over a year now, completed my first year and passed it. I've loved it. Right from the start, it was a lot of stress at the start, especially when you don't know anything because it's all new, but I feel like the starting is also the most exciting bit because you've got all this information to learn about. But even throughout now, you're getting into more advanced stuff, so it's kind of getting more exciting really. But yeah, I stuck through it and I just loved it. You have your ups and downs obviously, but it's been good, yeah.
Did you ever think about an apprenticeship? If not, why?
No, not really, because there isn't many in this like, you know, for straight away school leavers. There isn't that many in this industry that are going to allow you to progress in the industry very quickly.
What are your plans for the future, and how does this apprenticeship help your career?
So my plans really are, I want to just kind of get this qualification more as a backup as well, but so I can work in any dealership. But I also want to kind of do my own kind of thing, so this would kind of give me the confidence and hopefully kind of be able to give me opportunities to start my own work of line, so that's the plan as well.
So what are the benefits of the course you were on, and what are you planning to do after you leave?
I'm planning to go into further education at university. This is so obviously I can expand my career from that. Obviously, you know, to get the high end of it, you need to go for university. That's just how that is and stuff, but it's something I'm willing to do.
Do you think in the long run this education route is more beneficial than an apprenticeship?
Definitely so. In this route and stuff, it allows us, especially in this like course right now that we're on, and the one that I'm going on to down in university, it allows me to build up experience. It allows me to build up some media credits down the line. It allows me to go into the industry instead of being blind and not knowing what I'm going into. It allows me to have a much more in-depth focus of what I'm doing.
And finally, do you have a message to students that are in the final year of school, or maybe they don't know what to do when they leave, like in a similar situation to you?
So I'd say to students in the final year, the same route I would say is kind of don't listen to anyone and take advice from everyone, from all areas, from college, from people in work, from people, your family, friends, but also just have time for yourself, and just it might take a few weeks. Look at all courses, like do a lot of research and just think and just go through what you actually want to do instead of what you think it's kind of best to do right now, because sometimes you have to kind of go through a lot to get in the best in the end. So everyone has their own like passion, so they just follow that really.
I'd say definitely look at what options are better for you in your industry. For example, it might be better to take an apprenticeship in engineering than a college course in engineering. I don't think it's personally beneficial to me, but it could be beneficial to them, so follow what matters to you.